Yajungo, everyone on Twitch land, and also later for YouTube land. Hello everyone. It is uber hot, and the time is, let me show the time. It is 12:57. I still have not worked the Uber Eats. I have not even turned it on. I did make a video for one of my channels, Lus Hmoob Xwb, is to share my journey of learning the Hmong language. And that was a little rough, but I got it out of the way. I tried to make another video for my gaming channel, but I forgot what happened. Something happened and I was into it, and then I was like, forget it. Maybe do it next time. It's for elyajvlogs gamings, for those that enjoy watching others play video games. And yeah, well, in this video I titled it making a drink and trying to stay cool. So after I make this drink, I'm gonna head to a place to use a restroom and then start the Uber Eats. But before I do that, let's make the drink, because it is scorching hot. I'm gonna have to turn on the AC. This whole entire week, from Monday all the way to now, Saturday, I only made $21. My goodness. And I owe like $1,000 plus a month. So I gotta gather myself together and somehow work this out. And I do want to say thank you to those that are putting encouraging comments in YouTube land. Thank you a lot. I need the encouragement, and I actually mean it. So thank you, and let's get started. So those that have been watching will know I got oh no, and I put everything on the bottom. Everything on the bottom. It's the Tupperware. When I sorted everything out, I have a oh man. Okay, let's see what we can do. I mean, I have the video started. You can't just give up, right? Because yesterday I dropped the honey poured all over the car. That thing's so sticky. I'm not sure if I got everything out, because I just wiped things with towel and water, and I went through probably a roll and a half of towel to get the the honey off carpet of the car. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure how much I got cleaned up, but anyways, let's keep it moving here. Let me get my Bible out of the way, which is holding my pantry. Get my keyboard out of the way. And let's get this drink started. Okay, so right now it has nothing except a little ice cube. Before, I only needed half a bottle of ice to last throughout the whole day. Now it's 2. So pretty much a full bottle. We got the other half. I can't even find it. I need more ice. Two more of these water bottles. Put on the freezer side so they can freeze up. Because I think I might need 1.5 bottles to stay cool throughout the whole day, because it's hot. I mean, this is hot like no other hot. I mean, right now it shows 73 degrees, but let me tell you, when the sun hits the car, it feels more like 100 something. And let's put this in here. So we got the bottle in there, and let's make our drink. I have to put that wrapper somewhere because I need it once I make food. This wrapper right here, because once I either make eggs or sardines, I use this to wrap it up so it doesn't smell until I can find a trash can and just throw everything out. So it comes in very handy. I try not to waste anything but recycle as much as I can. Okay, so now we need water. We got water here. It cannot be full, because once we put the stuff in here, it's just gonna be a lot of stuff. Let's put in the obvious. Oh, you know what? I forgot to take my parasite cleanse. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. If you see any labels, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I pray that they will sponsor me, but at the moment, no one's sponsoring me. Parasite cleanse. Ah! Woo! Tastes great. First, what we're gonna put in here is, we're gonna put a lot of stuff in here. Okay, we're gonna mix some cool stuff. And I'm experimenting, so this is all experiment. So we're gonna put some fulvic acid, fulvic extract, not acid, fulvic and humic, not sponsored, acid or extract. And the reason why we have this, when we're doing the parasite cleanse, we need to have binders, because when the parasites are unalive, they release a lot of heavy metal, and that could get us into really bad moods, and we can have bloating and all these negative stuff. So this helps it to flush out all the heavy metals, well, most of the heavy metals. Supposedly the best one is zeolite, but man, that thing is expensive. They said it's so good that it can remove even the heavy metals in the brain area. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just sharing what I've seen. Probably use like just a teaspoonful, and then this guy's side. We'll put probably 6 drops of sangre de grado, dragon's red life fluid. Put this in here. 6 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, blah 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 blah. Okay, then we're gonna put some chlorate oxygen. Of course, not sponsored. What does this do? This is our deodorant, pretty much. Doesn't work for everybody, but for me it does work. And there's an alternative for this. If you eat a lot of vegetables, I mean not vegetables, if you eat a lot of leafy greens and fruits, then you don't need this, because those are clearing up your system and they will help you smell good. I think that's what I think. There's no scientific proof or anything like that. Everything is for entertainment purpose only, y'all. Entertainment purpose. So we got this. Now it's looking pretty, I don't know. Close it up. Now we're gonna add some flavor to this. And this is not sweet, so we're gonna sweeten it up. And I made a mistake. I should have put the sweetener first, because now I can't see how much I'm putting in. That's not a good sign. And we're gonna use molasses. Supposedly this has a lot of minerals versus sugar, whereas this is sugar, but this is a process from sugar, and it's sweet, but I'll be honest, it's an acquired taste. So it's not for everybody. And I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons. I'm eyeballing everything, so I mean I'm just making a guess. So we'll say that's 1 teaspoon, probably 3. 2 teaspoons. Let's do 3. No, we'll do 4. Because I can't see. And if it doesn't taste that sweet, then I probably wouldn't have a good time drinking it. Because if it's too sweet, it's okay, because I could pour water in there and then I could just shake it around and it'll be alright. So we got the sweetener in here. Now we need to put the other goodies. And what are the other goodies? Okay, first we need to put the lime. We also purchased the celery that we're going to try out for the first time. And we are going to try, where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. We're gonna try the beets. These are freeze dried. These are not dehydrated. Because I tried the dehydrated one. I don't think it works good. I don't know if it works at all, from my experience. Maybe it does. I don't know. But like the beet, when I tried the crystal, now that had an effect. So I'm thinking this freeze dried powder, it should work. But we shall see. But first, let's put in the lemon. I need to turn this guy off. Okay, that guy's off. Take out all the powder. Use 2 of these scoops. Sorry, you can't see it. Try my best here. Come on, this is kind of dangerous. Oh, it's not even going there. I'm gonna have to use half a cup. Then just do 4 halves. So that's 1 half. 2 halves. 3 halves. 4 half. I think those halves were kind of small, so we'll do 4 1/2. Hopefully that's not too much, because if it's too much it could get really sour and it'll outpower the sugar. It went to my nose. Aiogo. Okay. Hopefully these things have spoon in them. I don't feel a spoon. Do I have an extra spoon? Close this up. I hope I do. I don't know. We shall see. Oh yeah, we got this little guy right here. We also got another one. We'll see. First, let's try out the celery. Let's pull out the scissor here. Anyone doing car life, you do need scissors. I'm letting you know, y'all need scissors. And buy something that's good where you can use a long time. I have 2 scissors, one for daily use and one super sharp one, which I have in the back. Woo! Okay. You know, I should make this alone to see how it tastes like. Maybe next time I'll do that. Wow, it's a very fine powder. Whoa. Okay. Looks like this. So it's blowing to my face. Okay, so let's let me reopen this. Looks like that right here. It's blowing in my face. Okay. Looks like that. Let me pick it up. It just looks like powder pretty much. Let me see if I can put this in here somehow. Oh, that's not looking good. Okay, that's hard to expect. I'm gonna use this little spoon. This is not looking good. The powder is like very sticky. So my goal is to take smaller quantities and just pour it in as a cup. Okay, I hope that is a cup. I don't know. that spoon aside. The other spoon is just way too big. Put this guy out here. And then we got this guy. Let's give it a little taste test here. It's like celery. Grab the scissor. No preservative, no additive, non-GMO, freeze-dried beets. Woo! So actually this is more expensive than the crystals, the beet crystals that I like. But let's try it out. Okay, this guy has no spoon. 1 teaspoon. Okay. Wow, this is really fine powder. Whoa, this powder is like really fine. I think this might be some legit stuff right here. If anyone's curious why, it's for our circulation, the red fluid of life circulation. So I have to use that kind of wording because I don't want any problems with my channel. Meaning I don't want to... Where's my spoon? Oh, I threw it in here. Oh no, you can't go in here. Actually, I'll let it go in there. I shouldn't though. No, I shouldn't. I need that guy. Oh, this is looking bad. Why? Because red, it's a it's like a dye, the color, and we don't want that color to stick on our clothing. Not sure if that will come off. Okay. Okay, that's good. Plus, if I go pick up the customer's food and they see that color on my hand, like, what were you doing? And they'll be like, and you're handling my food? Oh no, that won't be good. So, okay, get this out of the way. So our spoon is clean. We're gonna leave the spoon in the front seat now. The larger spoon could go into the back. Because there are some of them that don't come with the spoon. So this is the product right here. It's looking kind of gross, but it's actually very healthy. Okay, it's not closing. Why aren't you closing? It's not closing for some strange reason. I don't know why it's not closing. Put it here, and the reason why I'm putting it right there is so I could clean up the beet powder, because we definitely do not want that around, because if it can catch on to our clothes, then it's gonna look not right to other people. Some people will probably think like, oh, why would you care what other people think? Well, I wish it was like that, but people see certain things and they don't agree with. You never know. It's best to keep the peace. Meaning that if I had like a lot of the beet powder all over my hands, it wouldn't look right. So I think it would be better not to have other people assume. Just clean it. Okay, let's move on, because I'm getting very thirsty and I gotta start working soon. So we got the drink, and let's what we're going to do is we're going to pour it halfway and then we're going to shake it. Pour it halfway. I think I showed how to make the ice already, right? Just freeze up the bottle and then cut it in half with I have a box cutter. I cut it in half. Be careful. because it's dangerous. But once a technique is figured out, then it becomes very easy to do. For me, I just create a couple pressure points, and then just one snap, it splits in half. But before it wasn't like that. Before I was learning how to do it, and it was very dangerous. I think I injured. I hope I didn't, but I think I might have injured myself. Why is it not closing? I'm not sure why it's not locking. Oh, there we go. Oh, we put the right amount of molasses. No one's online except for me. No one's online except for me. Let me show everybody. No one's online except for me. But it's okay, hey. Because we're learning, right, everybody? All right. Earlier this morning when I was trying to get myself together, of course, I was daydreaming. I was in La La Land, scrolling social media. But during the time while I was scrolling social media, I kept thinking about how I'm going to make my videos better. Because I want to start vlogging style, like vlogging. But then something was telling me, dude, are you editing? I'm like, no. Have you even made videos to edit? No. Then you gotta focus on that. Start making some videos, short ones, and start editing. The better you get, then you can start thinking about the story and how you're gonna flow. You know, just take a step at a time, I guess. Okay, I was like, I'm reluctant to do it, but we shall see. Because I do have the cameras ready. I have them all charged up. And well, I realized my old camera, the Osmo Action 4, that does not have a fast charger. I mean, it says fast charging and then it just turns off. You can't do it for some strange reason. It wasn't hot or anything. I just plugged it in hoping that it will fast charge, but it just won't fast charge. I mean, it'll say it'll do it, but then it just turns off. And then I would have to use the regular slower charger, the old school USB power charger. And then it would charge normally. So I think the Osmo Action 4 is old tech. I didn't think it would be that old, but I guess. Anyways, I want to get a 360 camera so much. I have the Insta360 X3, but I did that firmware update. I haven't used it for such a long time, for about like a year or two, and I saw there was a firmware update, so I was thinking, okay, maybe it's gonna add something cool. It bricked the audio for my Samsung phone, so when I stitch it together on the Samsung, there's no audio. And I was like, man, and I was like, let me try Pingguo. Maybe Pingguo is okay. And sure enough, when I tried with Pingguo, the Apple phone, it was perfectly fine. It also had the update too. Man, but the problem is I use majority of my work with Samsung because the flow is so much easier. Everything's so much simplified. I mean, consuming entertainment, like watching videos, playing games on Pingguo is fun and smooth and all. But when it comes to like work to creative stuff, everything I prefer is Samsung. It's just so much easier, so much more convenient. Let me put these away. I should put my Bible away too while I'm at it. Oh, I need to get a case. Oh, great. This wrapper keeps ripping. This is my heirloom Bible from 1964. That's what it's called, heirloom Bible. And I got it because I saw a content creator on TikTok who was saying that there are significant more wordings in here than on other Bibles. So don't believe any spirit but to test it. And I got it. Already I'm starting to see a difference. So I guess he wasn't making up. He was not making that information for content. He was actually being serious. He put this is the Samsung S9 Plus tablet. doesn't have fast charging either. I mean, it has fast charging, but it's not that fast. It is not that fast. It takes this sweet time, which, man, because even my laptop, it could fast charge. The Lenovo dual screen, it could fast charge. Okay, I think this is enough shaking, so we're going to add in the full amount of water. Let's taste the bubbles. Wow. Chalky, very chalky. Whoo! I think maybe it'll taste better once it's cold. Wow. That is some chalky tasting drink. But I think we might start working at 2 o'clock because right now it's 1:22. 1:22. Focus. Well, it's 1:23 now. Well, my clock says 13:23, but it's military time, so it's 1:23 p.m. I need a thumbnail picture. Oh man, I don't want to work. I hate working the Uber Eats. I hate it. Dealing with the drivers is the worst, and then to season it with the low ball offers is just like, oh wazoo, I don't want to do it anymore. No way. Okay, so this guy is fully mixed, and let's pour it in. We're gonna use the whole thing. Usually I would pour half, but since it's so hot, I'm pretty sure the ice and everything is gonna melt. So if it fully melts, at least it'll keep the drink cool. Wow, there are chunks of, I think those are the celery chunks. I think that's what it is. Let's see. That celery was so expensive. I think it was like $30 for that little teeny bag. You know, let's see. If I sense any difference, I'll keep buying it. But if not, I'm just going to stick to the regular celeries. Buy some samjang, which is some fermented soybean paste, and just dip in. Just do that instead. Because I'm sure that's significantly less expensive than that little pouch I got for $30. Let's see. Well, it tastes like celery, that's for sure. Those chunks. Okay. Alright. Unfortunately, this is where the video has to end, and I don't want it to end because when it ends, it means I have to go use the restroom and then work the Uber Eats. But during that time, I hope I could figure something where I could be productive. I can't study the Hmong, that's for sure. Oh, I got another message. Oh, I think someone is praying for me. Oh, a comment, but I'm not going to read it here because I'll get distracted. I gotta learn how to focus first, get everything done, and then switch, because I think multitasking, because I've been trying to multitask, and I think everything is worse when I multitask. So I need to focus on one thing and then switch to another. Focus on one thing and switch to another. I gotta get into a habit of that. Plus, I keep seeing on Facebook where they said how those highly successful people, how they get things done is they focus on one thing, get it done, and then focus on another. Not just on little things, just whatever they're doing, just whatever they had planned, get it done. And also, I think they mentioned about plan it down and get it done. Plan it down and get it done. If there's a hiccup, then let it go and get the other things done. But to always focus and not to switch. And I think that's one of the habits I gotta let go, because I used to work in the corporate world and I had to switch a lot, and I think those days for me is over because I'm old. I can't switch like I used to, because once I'm in focus, I'm already on the road. When I switch, it's like a car starting up, or riding a bike on a hill. Once you get the momentum, you're like, you just go. But then if you have to stop, then you have to power up, and then just have to slowly get up to speed again. It's kind of like that. Or trying to remember where you left off. That's the most terrible part. So yeah, I'm digressing. I'm all over the place. I'm making excuses so I don't go to the restroom and start working the Uber Eats. And wow, I'm gonna let me get a sip of this. See how this tastes like here. I do want to say thank you to the kind-spirited people out there, because man, yesterday was terrible. Of course, I made the video reflecting, and I'm thinking the reason why I'm here is I need to end the chapter in a good note, and I did not have to act the way I did. But when I tell you, yesterday when I was crying like literally tears in my eyes, like, Father in heaven, get rid of me, I can't be around these people. The blinding lights, the loud music, or especially with the inconsiderate people. I mean, that ruins it for everybody. Of course, playing the loud music with the blinding lights and the dark tinted windows. Oh, there's no cars and you can go and it won't go. The person just standing there with the loud music is not cool. The person that Camry, it's an old Camry. See what I mean? Those people. And I don't know. I shouldn't say things that I don't know. But I'm assuming that person is living in that person's car too. Because when I look for sleeping spots, once I ruin it for other people, they also play loud music in places where people are trying to sleep. And honestly, that's the thing that got me crying out. And I'm thinking to the Father, hey, if you have mercy upon them, then get rid of me. Get rid of me. I don't want to become a bad person, because being around those people is starting to make me think negatively. And I'm not joking. When I'm losing more compassion, losing love, losing peace, the kindness is just starting to go away, and I'd rather not turn to that person. So that's why I was crying. I don't want to become a bad person. But anyways, the reason why I said thank you was there are kind people out there, and I'm so grateful for them. Just to see them, like, even when some of the sleeping spots, when I see them, I call them my neighbors, because they also keep the peace. But also, it looks like they don't live in the car, because they're like, hey, we don't look like we're living in the cars. Looks like we just left our cars there, kind of thing. But when I see them, I'm at peace, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for them. And also other drivers on the road that are considerate and thoughtful. I'm very grateful for them. And it's so rare to encounter them. But it's, in a way, a soft reminder for me to remind, like, not everyone is like that. So be mindful and stay calm. Stay calm. I know one thing for sure is when I go to different areas, there are people, like I mentioned before, they're more lively, there's more energy. It's very pleasant to be around them. But the problem is the Father of Heaven would tell me, like, no, you gotta work on yourself. I don't want you to spread your disease, my negativity upon them. And yeah, I mean, the Father commanded, what can I do, right? I can't. Of course, I could go against it, but then that's gonna be bad. I learned my lesson. So when he says don't go certain areas, either one's because of me or it's because of them, I have to listen. But anyways, yeah, I want to be around those people, but I think for me to be around those people, I literally have to obey the Father of Heaven, which I have not been doing, learning the Hmong, working out, and the emotional mastery, those three. I do want to say everybody's proceeding command is different, and proceeding commands is the personal commands for those that are learning about the Father of Heaven, which I don't recommend, but if your heart is telling you to do so, then do it, because it's not for everybody, and it is rough. It is yeah, what was I thinking, trying to push like everybody should follow the Father of Heaven? It's not really meant for everybody. There's a narrow path and there's a broad path. The narrow path, it's rough. And for those that are curious, like, what are you talking about? If anybody has read, I was gonna say scripture, but that's too broad. If anybody has read the book of Job, when the Father of Heaven said to Satan, "Have you seen my? Have you seen one of my servants? Check Job out." And Job had everything terrible happen to him, like all the terrible things. Don't get me wrong, other patriarchs have got it too, but it's not as obvious as Job. And yeah, it's not really meant for everybody, because not everyone can take it that way. Because when people get to that point, they may unalive themselves, so it's not really meant for people. They're not really meant for everyone. Man, I'm getting all over the place. And this channel is not meant to get spiritual. I create 2 other channels for that. This channel is just sharing my journey. Because there's the funny thing is, because this channel is the lion. If you can see, there's a lion. It's where our training is in the physical, where we're just dealing with people on a normal basis. And then I made another channel that's the eagle, flying high in the sky, where the battle is all spiritual. And then the last one is the sheep, where this is where we have to understand the battle is not physical, nor is it spiritual, but the whole battle belongs to the Father of Heaven. And then that's another big shift to the mindset. But anyways, I am blabbing at this point. I am doing everything I can not to work. Oh man, but we gotta do it, because the Father of Heaven commanded me to set an example. But what kind of example? What kind of example? And on top of that, I've been called the lowest of the low, the weakest of the weak. Who am I to go out here and, well, I guess I'm not supposed to really speak. I'm supposed to show, but as y'all can see, I'm not doing too well. I stutter and I slur. I remember the Father of Heaven. Oh yeah. What does my word say? What does my word say? And then I remember Moshe, who is Moses. Moses said to the Father of Heaven, because the Father of Heaven commanded Moses to be a leader, and Moshe was like, "Father, I'm slow to speak," meaning he's not like a public speaker. He's not confident in speaking. He slurs, he stutters, and he's like me. But he was commanded to be a leader, and he led. So I have to. What am I talking about? For the sake of avoiding work, let me talk about one more. And what is that? Why do I have to work out like the kingdom of heaven? What is that? What does that mean? Well, Israel, I prefer the Hebrew Yashrayal, means the Father's mighty army. The Father's mighty army. Why are they mighty? Why? There's actually people that are training like in the kingdom, but I don't think they know it, where they do exercises that are very explosive, high stamina, high endurance. And why is it like that? Why do people are like that? And these people are not big. They're cut. They're really cut. But I don't think they understand, or maybe they do. Maybe they do know. I don't know. But back in the days, in the patriarch days, the reason why they were so strong and why they trained that way is to take down giants. I know many people don't believe in giants, but according to scripture, there were giants, and they were called the Nephilim. These are where the fallen angels mated with the women, and it created Nephilim, which are giants. And strangely enough, there are fossils of giants around the world, and of course it's been hidden, but there are books on that if people are willing to seek the truth. Why did I say that? If people are willing to do research, they might see some strange things and start questioning what's going on. But anyways, yeah, that's why when I say training like the kingdom of heaven, is pretty much like the armies who back in the days, the patriarch days, where they were slaying giants. And that is no joke, but I gotta get it started. I gotta get started. And those that know, I'm old. You know, I should have made another drink. It's let me pull it out. Man, I'm making every excuse not to work the Uber Eats. I guess for anyone that's interested if my channel grows and people are interested, especially for the guys, man, that'll be such an encouragement. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it for the kingdom of heaven. This, the beef gelatin. I need to use this thing because my what do you call this? The joint, the cartilage is like cracking and it's getting a lot weaker, and my muscle is like tensing up. So I heard with this, and my nails are so weak. It actually bent the other way, and I saw it, and I was so worried. I think I don't have any more collagen or something. And for those that don't know, I unfortunately am a vegetarian. And some of you think like, what happened? What did you do? I made an oath that I thought I could do, and let's just say I failed it for I think 9 years plus. Because I was saying to the Father in heaven, oh, you know, I will. Something happened. I'm not gonna get deep into it. I said, let's just say the Father's will. I said I was so confident I could do the Father of Heaven's will. I was like, you know, I could do this. This is easy, no problem. I will do it. And the Father of Heaven not only gave me one chance, he gave me several chances. And I failed it all. I failed them all. And I could have made it. I don't know what, I got too prideful and I couldn't see what I was doing. I got too prideful thinking I could do it. But let's just say I was unable to fulfill the oath. And what that oath was, it was to eat meat. And then the Father was like, give me one of your favorite things. What do you enjoy most? It's like, I enjoy eating red meat. I love eating beef. Even buffalo. I want to try out the deer too, and all the venisons. I want to catch them and cook them. It's like, okay, are you that confident that you can do my will as you say? I'm like, yeah, I'm confident. Well, look at here. It's been 9 years now. I have no more enamel in my teeth. My bones are cracking. My cartilage, my hair is falling. I noticed this happened when I started becoming a vegetarian. I think when you become a vegetarian, you need to supplement it because eating meat is like a cheat code, especially the cattle that eat grass, because grass has a lot of nutrients, but we're unable to take it. But the cows have 3 stomachs that could take the nutrients from the grass, and when we're eating it, we can get those nutrients. And then there's the goats and all the other animals that could take nutrients that we can't really take easily. So we have to be more proactive, eating varieties of fruits, varieties of vegetables, variety of leafy greens. We have to be more proactive and also supplementing, and just a lot of work where for the meat, just eat the animals that eat a lot of leafy greens, I guess. So yeah. Alright, that's all I have for this video. I stretched the video out so long, it's like 40, almost like an hour. Now I gotta get back to work. I really don't want to, but gotta keep it positive. I know one thing, the Father of Heaven loves a positive thinker, even though things look all grim and stuff. I mean, I'd be hearing Christians say, oh, just give it to God. I call him the Father of Heaven because he commanded all those who know him to call him by his name. But then I can't call him by the name in this channel because this is not the channel to be spiritual. It's just sharing my journey. This channel, I'm commanded to share my journey. When I obey the Father of Heaven, what will happen? And right now I'm far from it. So the journey is quite a way until I get it together, and I hope I can get it together soon, but we shall see. Probably will make another effort to make a TikTok video just to share an update. I noticed I be having followers then losing followers. It's just on and off, on and off. But the thing is, I gotta somehow to remove it. Just remember, your content is not for everybody. My content is for those that I want to say this example. I shouldn't say it. I was going to say those who have an ear to hear what the Spirit has to say. But then the thing is that sounds religious, and it's not meant to be religious. It's just what I was trying to say is it's for those that who enjoy the content. Like for example, yeah, this is much better for those who enjoy like sewing or sewing, right, where you knit things together. Not everybody's gonna enjoy that. So when people make that content, it's going to be for certain people, and I should think of the same way what I'm doing, sharing my journey. Not everyone's gonna like it, but it's for those that who do enjoy it and want to join along. So as I said in the earlier videos, it's not a journey of me but a we, because we're helping each other. And yeah, anyways, okay, I better go now, because now it's getting really late. I can see it's like 46 minutes already. That's all I have for this live, and for this video for the YouTube line. I want to say thank you to those that have watched the video all the way through. If you are new and enjoy the content, please consider helping me out with a like, a comment, a share, and if you're not subscribed, to subscribe. Of course, on Twitch, to press the follow button. And yeah, to all my returning viewers, thank you so much for your support. I'm very grateful, I'm very thankful, and it is very encouraging for me to keep it moving, keep it pushing forward, and I need all the encouragement I could get. And yeah, that is it. I hope y'all will have a great day, and hopefully this video has been enjoyable. Until the next, the Father of Heaven willing, hallelujah, and Sinji Dua. And for those that doesn't know what that means see you again in Hmong. And yeah, that's it.